What's going on YouTube? It's Andy the Pairhead Picker coming at you guys today with another edition of Making Money Monday. This is my eBay sales update video for the last 2 weeks of June, which will be June 17th through the 30th. Today I'm going to share probably around 40 to 50 items that I took and sourced over the past few weeks. The majority of these items all came from garage sales. If you guys have been following me at all, I've had quite a few garage sale haul videos, pickups, and that sort of stuff. Ride-alongs or whatever you want to call it. And you guys have seen a lot of these items that I featured in those videos. So if you haven't watched those, please feel free to go back and check those out. This video here is just to give you guys an idea of some of the stuff that I source. If you guys are new to reselling on eBay and stuff like that, it just gives you some nice, there's a lot of good bread and butter stuff in here, just stuff that, you know, everybody can find when you're outsourcing. But there are a couple BOLOs in here. And I'll try and share a couple other little tips and tricks along the way. So anyway, guys, let's jump into it. That's what you guys came here to see. Here we go. All right. If you guys watched any of them garage sale haul videos here, I had a really nice Super NES pickup a couple, 3 weeks ago, and I got a whole bunch of NES games. I think I've sold all the games, but maybe one or two. I picked up all the games and a console for $5. That's typically just one of those things I always see other sellers doing. I just got really lucky one day and found this console with a bunch of games. And so anyway, yeah, I asked the guy what he wanted for it. He said $5. I couldn't get the money out of my wallet fast enough, and out the door I went. So anyway, this is one of the items from that sale. This here is just Donkey Kong Country 3. I got $23.99 out of that, and I believe that sold the day I listed it. Actually, I think this sold in just a few hours of me listing it. So yeah, really happy with that. This here's a Dymo, just 450 thermal label printer. If you guys don't have a thermal printer, I highly recommended that you guys get one of those. They save so much time. I currently have a Rollo. I absolutely love the Rollo printer, but you know, the Dymos do well. You need a 450 XL if you're going to print the eBay labels and stuff like that. That's why I didn't keep this one. I paid $5 for this at a garage sale, sold for $39.99. But yeah, guys, I highly recommend getting a thermal printer if you guys are not using one. They will pay for themselves in the long run, just in the sheer fact that you don't have to buy ink anymore. So here's just a pair of New Balance women's tennis shoes. I think I paid $2 or $3 for these at a garage sale. I got $34.99 out of those, plus the buyer paid shipping. So here's a great hat sale. I think I got 2 or 3 really good hat sales in this video that I picked. This here's a Chicago Northwestern, just vintage snapback trucker hat. It's basically new old stock. I did list it as pre-owned condition, but it's basically new old stock. It's in really, really good shape. This I got $44.49 out of that, so super price for just old vintage snapback. I love picking these things up. Goodwill is the last 2 or 3 Goodwills that I've been in, I would say in the last few weeks or so, I think they're all now on to that a lot of us resellers are picking up hats and making good money on hats. I even know that my local one now is starting to charge, I believe, $5.99 for any of the sports teams. So pretty much it didn't matter shape, condition, anything like that. If it was a sports team, a college team, or you know, professional type of hat, they're pretty much $5.99 now. They used to always be 99 cents. So yeah, guys, I know a lot of people out there, you know, on Instagram and other YouTubers and this and that. You guys kind of hashtag Goodwill and a lot of your finds and hauls and this and that. I think that's one of the things that a lot of us resellers need to stop doing, myself included, because I do know that they do have people dedicated that take them look for that sort of stuff. They look for those tags, and they see what we're selling and what we're getting out of them, and you know, those stores are either going to start taking those items and putting them on, you know, the Goodwill online, their own website, or what have you. You know, I typically, you know, I don't source a lot of sports teams. One of the hats I do have is a sports team, but that's a little different. But anyway, you know, a lot of stuff I pick up is, you know, is targeted into different areas, like this railroad hat here. Anyway, I'll get off my little soapbox there. This is another SNES game. This here is Dungeon Master. This went for $16.99. I think this sold the day I listed it. You know, so there's just an Eddie Bauer. I picked this up at a Goodwill, $1.50 day. Nothing crazy, just a brand new with tags. Sure, but you know, it's hard to leave these here for $1.50. I would have never picked this up normally. even if it was $1, but it was new with tags. So it's really hard to leave something new with tags on the shelf for $1.50, even being Eddie Bauer. This here is Wii, Six Flags, Fun Park. I picked up a few Wii games. I think all of those have sold that I've picked up. This was new sealed. I got this for $1 or less. This went for $16.99. This here is one of I really like this item here. Not a home run by any means, but just a really good sale and a really cool item. This is like old vintage Budweiser styrofoam can koozies, coolies, whatever you want to call them. These are still in the original package or in the original packaging. I paid $0.25 for these at a garage sale. I featured these in one of those garage sale haul videos. I think they still had the little tag on them, but yeah, for 25 cents, turn that into $23.49, and they're super lightweight. So these ship first class. So yeah, basically made probably about 20 bucks on those. So just a really, really cool item. So nice little item to keep an eye out for. And I think these sold the day I listed them. So another super fast sale. Here's another item. This is Grand Slam Performance. This is what the tag looks like. Yeah, something that everyone probably leaves at the thrift store. Yeah, I would not normally have picked this up either, but this was new with tags. I got this for $4, and I turned that into $23.49, which is still probably on the high end for this shirt. Yeah, I don't know many people are probably pulling $24 out of a Grand Slam shirt, even though it's new with tags. But yeah, really happy with that. Here a pair of just polo seersucker shorts. You know, the seersucker is kind of like, if you don't know what that is, it's kind of like a ribbed type of material, almost like a, I'll call it like a, it's kind of like a corduroy, but not a corduroy, but it does have that little bit of texture to it. And those went for $23.49. Just regular Harley hat. You guys have noticed the theme in here and probably a lot of my videos. I love selling hats, snapbacks, that sort of stuff. I pick them up all the time. I will even buy lots of hats on eBay, and I will turn around and flip them back on eBay if I can get them for the right price. You know, if I'm doing an eBay to eBay flip, typically as long as I can get them shipped to my house for under $2 a hat, and I know that there's some good stuff in there, I will do that. That's kind of my buy price for turning and flipping stuff online. Doing online arbitrage or whatever you want to call it for that stuff. But yeah, just really nice Harley hat, nothing crazy. Just regular Illini. Nike dry fit shirt, $18.49. It's pretty much my basic price for basic t-shirts. So here's Lemmings, that went for $14.99. And guys, on all these SNES games, like I said, I paid $5 for all these games, grand total, and a console and some controllers. So I'm into these games for literally just some change. This is just a regular Ralph Lauren polo shirt, just a basic polo shirt, but it's 2XL. Yeah, I typically never pick, I don't pick these up anymore either, but this was one I think I got at a $1.50 day or something like that, and it's XX, so it was going to be hard to leave that, and it was a nice color. So anyway, I got $23.49 out of that shirt. So here's just a Wii remote. I'm always picking up Wii remotes, or especially if they have the Wii Motion Plus inside, then just take them, part those out. They usually go for some pretty good money. This one here is just the basic remote, and it did have the gel cover. Typically, like with the Wiis, I always just part them out. I never sell a Wii. I rarely ever sell a Wii complete. Just there's way more money in parting it out. If you do it right and it has the right controller, especially if it has like a couple of the Motion Plus controllers, you can typically pull between 90 to 100 bucks out of a Wii. So, like I said, it's if you do it right. Otherwise, you know, the console and a couple of controllers, you know, you're only going to get maybe 60 bucks out of. Just regular Carhartt. This is kind of like a dry fit or a water repellent hat. It's new with tags. I got this at a garage sale. Paid a couple dollars for this. I had this in a haul video. This is a really nice game here. This is called Fragile Dreams for the Wii. This was a garage sale pickup. I think it goes into this for $1 or less. This went for $39.99. Really, really good sale there. So that's a great game to keep an eye out for, guys. So here's another good Wii game. This here's Zelda Skyward Sword. Really nice game there. And this game here I picked up the same time as the Fragile Dreams, and I think there's one more game coming up. I picked all of them up, and I think I got them for possibly around like $2 total for all three of them. It wasn't a lot. And then this one had an extra CD in it, which was an orchestra CD. Yeah, I have no idea. This is just a regular, another just basic Nike dry fit type of t-shirt, just extra large with the big USA Shield logo on there. $18.49. Been picking up a lot of Blu-rays, DVDs, all that new sealed stuff. Typically, when I find these, I just try to make a big bundle of new sealed games, DVDs, Blu-rays, that sort of stuff. And I'll just put them all together and I'll just try to get a good bundle price. But typically, I'm always into these for under $1. 50 cents is my happy spot, but if I can get them for under $1. I don't typically sell a lot of $10 items, but when there's only 2 photos involved, I'll do that all day long. I have no time invested in that, and they're super easy to take and do. So this one here was what, Iron Man. Another Blu-ray. This here's The Hobbit. This is probably one of the lowest ones I've ever sold. This is $8.99, free ship for The Hobbit, but it was super easy to do. New sealed media, old media. I love picking up that. Like these VHS tapes, that sort of stuff. These things always sell well. This is just a 7-pack of cassettes. I was into this for almost nothing. So just real quick sale there, 14 bucks. Here's another Wii game. It's called Rune Factory, Tides of Destiny. This went for $21.49. Another really good game. Little, I guess, tip. Any of the anime type things where, like, zoom in, where their characters kind of look like that. These are like anime type characters. Always look those up. They're usually always worth a little bit more money than the other stuff, a little more rare. So there's just some ink. This here was a little different. This actually had photo paper in it. So this was a black and colored inks, and then it had a 40-pack of 4x6 photo paper in it. So I think it was into this for $1 or $2, and I got $23.49 out of that. So not too bad. This here hat, I think I shared this on my Instagram. This was also had this in a garage sale pickup video. This I got out of a free bin, free box, free table, whatever you want to call it. I've made quite a bit of money off of free stuff over the summer already. I always just take a look at the free tables, the free boxes. A lot of times there's always a little gem hidden in there. But yeah, I turned a little free into $38.49. This is Insane Clown Posse's Juggalo hat. It's got the little Hatchet Man on there. It's the little Hatchet Man right there, and I actually use that in the keywords. Nice, just embroidered, fitted type of hat. So yeah, not too bad. Turned free into 38 bucks. So really happy with that sale. Here's another really good find. I picked this up at a garage sale. I had this in a haul video as well. I paid I believe 25 cents or 50 cents for this little Tonka truck. Just a really cool little truck here. And I got $28.49 out of that, so really nice. This little old vintage little Tonka truck. So I don't know if that number means anything, but try to take some really nice pictures. It does have a few little scratches and marks, but that's as to be expected of an item from that. I don't know. I'm guessing this is 80s. This here is probably this is the best game out of that video game haul. And I think my best sale over the past couple of weeks. This here is Chrono Trigger. I got $114 out of this game here. It's for this Super NES. When I was doing the haul video, I was kind of just thumbing through the games, showing a lot of games that I picked up in there. I didn't even know about this game. A lot of you video game sellers and everybody knows about this. This is one I didn't even know about. So anyway, I was just kind of thumbing through it, showing all the games, naming them all off, and I got a message from Kevin, the Tennessee Picker. He's like, Andy, he goes, get that game listed right now. He goes, look that up, get it listed right now. And so anyway, I did, and I realized I must have had a home run because Kevin sells a lot of video games and knows a lot about video games. You guys don't follow Kevin, the Tennessee Picker, don't know who he is, go check him out. Go check out his channel. Kevin's a great guy, and I always learn stuff from watching him. So anyway, yeah, definitely a big thanks to Kevin for making sure I got that up and listed. This game here was pretty much trending right around in the $100 mark. There were a couple that were going in that 120, 130 range. This here's what the cover art looks like. It's kind of wild and crazy. But anyway, so I just kind of tried to put it right in the middle there between 100 and 130 bucks, right at 114, and it sold I think within about a week to 2 weeks. So pretty quick. So there's just Disney Princesses for the Wii, nothing crazy. At $15.49, I was into this for under $1. Here's another great hat. I think I shared this on my Instagram. This is a really nice Chicago Cubs hat. I picked this up at a garage sale for 10 cents. Being a Cubs fan, being from Illinois, It was really hard for me to get rid of this hat, but this hat was in terrible shape and condition when I picked it up. I restored it, and man, I got this thing. I mean, I reshaped it, restored it. I got this thing looking just absolutely beautiful. But this is made in USA. Really, really nice. Just Chicago Cubs hat. Like I said, I was going to keep it for myself, but I knew there was just too much money and potential into this hat. It's from the 80s. I just had to let it go. So this thing ended up selling for $48.49. Really, really happy with that when I turned a 10-cent pickup into 48, almost $50. So, yeah, really happy with that sale. So here's a Sony Discman I picked up at a garage sale. Found this in the box. I thought this was going to be a big home run item. I think I paid $2 or $3 for this. After I got looking it up, this one here, it wasn't really worth a whole lot. This went for $29, so nothing crazy, but it did show it powered on and working, and it was missing the headphones. So, I listed it as used, tested working condition, that sort of stuff. But that's pretty much right where this thing was going. I figured this was probably going to be in that $80 to $100 range when I found it, but I was wrong. All right. Another item that I've been picking up a lot of lately is PC games. I've been making some really good money off of some of these old PC games. As long as everything's in there. I think I got another one coming up here in this video I think I picked out. But this one here is Empire Earth. I picked this up for $1 at a garage sale. Just a regular, kind of like I think a strategy role-playing type of game or what have you. Just really, just nice game. But it had discs, the manuals, all the key codes, all that good stuff with it. I got $24.99 out of that plus a buyer paid shipping. So really happy with that sale. Surprised that people are still buying them old PC games for old Windows 98 and XP and all that stuff games. This here is just a digital video converter. Converts digital video into it converts analog video into digital. So it puts everything basically onto an SD card. This sold. Picked this up I believe for around $5. It was basically brand new, open box. Everything was all still sealed in it. I sold it for $29.99 plus buyer paid shipping, and like I said, I was only into this for about $5, and this sold within just a couple days of me listing it. So really happy with that sale. Another hat. This is $18.49. This is a Life is Crap, kind of one of them Life is Good knockoff parody type of hats, but it's got the little dude golfing, tossing his golf clubs in the lake. So really happy with that sale. I think it goes into this for $1 or less. This here's Mary Poppins, went $12.79. But this here, I talked about this, I believe, in my last sales update video on a Blu-ray I had. When I'm picking up sourcing DVDs of Blu-rays, this is one thing that'll always catch my eye, especially if you're looking at new sealed stuff. Always look to see if it says digital copy. The digital copy stuff always tends to do a lot better than just the regular versions. So anyway, if it's Blu-ray, DVD, digital copy, or just DVD, digital copy, those always tend to do well. And like I said, I was into this for $1 or less. It's True Blood. This went for $7 plus buyer paid shipping. I actually have 2 of these box sets of this exact same version. And I think I got these for free. If not, I was into these for some change, each of them. That was the only reason that I picked because, they really weren't worth a whole lot, but I knew it was only 2 photos. So for 2 photos, that's definitely worth my time. There's something else I'm going to, like doing some clothing or something like that. I'm definitely not messing around with photos for $8 or $10. This is just a quick snap and list. So, if you guys watched my haul videos, I just picked up a whole bunch of strawberry shortcake dolls. I think it was about 13 of them I got for $20. I was only able to save about 4 of them. I bundled these 2 together. This is, blueberry muffin and huckleberry pie. They're little 6-inch dolls. They had the boxes. All the dolls had the boxes that I picked up, but they just all had some condition issues, or there were issues with them that I was not happy selling. So anyway, I've already made money. I still have, I believe, Orange Blossom available, and then I also have Sour Grapes, which is the evil female villain for the little strawberry shortcake. So, and they both have boxes as well. So, definitely going to make some money, just not the money I was hoping to pull out of those. And I'm going to see if I can kind of save a couple of the other ones. I may actually take the clothes off of the dolls and run them through the wash. They had a little bit of light molding. I think these were stored in a garage or a basement. where they had picked up a little bit of mold, but these two dolls here were great. And the lady that bought these sent me a message. She absolutely loved them. She was so happy to get these. She sent me a personal message, and then she also left me a really nice feedback on these dolls as well. So I was happy that she was happy. And I did tell her I had two more dolls available, but these were just the ones apparently she needed. This is just a Henry Rifles hat, just embroidered hat. So I got this for, I don't know, I was probably 50 cents or a dollar. That's my typical buy point for most hats, unless I'm buying them online. I got what, 19.97 out of that. It's not too bad. I had that listed originally for 23.49. I had it on a 15% off sale, and someone scooped it up. Just new sealed media, just some VHS tapes. These went for 20 bucks. Nothing crazy. This here's a USB hub, 7-port USB hub. I picked up 4 or 5 of these. I was out and about. I got them all super cheap. And I think I've only got a couple of these left now. I've sold 2 or 3 of them in the past, but I got 27.49 on those, so not too bad. This here's a little Damn It doll I featured in a haul video. Big shout out to Tanya Thrifty Treasures. She turned me on to these. These things go usually for about 10 to 12 bucks. I used to pass them all the time. It's kind of like a little stress relief doll. I don't know if these were distributed by Hallmark or where you get them, but you guys can pause this and read this if you want. But it's just basically a little stress relief type of doll, and I did use that in the keywords. I picked up 2 of these for around 50 cents or a piece. They were either a quarter a piece or 50 cents a piece. I listed the one that sold the day I listed it. I got 10 bucks out of it, and this was like under 4 ounces, 4 ounce, right at that 4 ounce mark. So it only cost me $2.75 to ship. So, I was into this for about $3.25. Not a home run item by any means. Just one of them items that, I probably made 5 bucks on. And like I said, I've got 3 photos. So, this took me 2 seconds to list. Here's another one of them PC games from 2006. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator 10. I think I've featured these in my last, either my last sales update, one of my last 2 sales update videos. This is the 3rd one I've picked up this summer already, and this is the lowest price one. This one here is basically the basic entry level Microsoft Flight Simulator 10. There's a gold edition, and there is another edition, a deluxe edition, I believe. One of those sells for around 50 bucks, and the other one goes for around 35 bucks. This one here, I got 23.49. It has all the discs, the manuals, the key codes, all that stuff, and this sold within the week that I listed it. Actually, every one of those games, this Flight Simulator 10s that I put up, all sold within the first week that I had them up. Most of them sold within just a couple days. So, and this was a $1 pickup, so really fast sale. I'm happy with that. And like I said earlier, I can't believe people still buy these old PC games. Oh, shoot. Hang on. I lost one here. Okay, well, I had it flashed a RNG Robert Graham shirt there, but I had a RNG Robert Graham polo shirt that went for $23.49, just a basic shirt, nothing crazy. These here are a pair of Belleville just military tactical boots. I picked these up. I met up with Shane, the Rise and Grind picker. We live relatively close to each other, but he happened to be working within about an hour drive of where I live. So we decided to meet up one day. We went and did a little sourcing together, and I picked these up when I was with him. He was off doing some scanning books and looking at some stuff, and he was doing some RA pretty much. And I ended up finding these, picked these up for 5 bucks, and these sold for $53.12. I had them on sale, so I had them listed just a little over 60 bucks, and a buyer paid shipping on them. So I've already got feedback back on these too, so the guy was really happy with them. So I'm happy to turn my 5 bucks into 50 bucks all day long. All right, and then the last item I'm going to share with you guys is just another one of them video games from that video game lot, or that SNES lot that I picked up. It's just Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and this went for $14.39. So another really nice sale. I mean, I made an absolute killing off that $5 purchase. So, and I still got the console yet. I got controllers. I got to test the console, and I think I have 1 or 2 more games that are still available for sale. So. Yeah, definitely super happy with that pickup, because like I said, I don't typically ever find video games of that abundance or quality in my area, and especially for that price. That's the stuff that I see all these other YouTubers and resellers picking up. I get envious of them guys, but I guess every dog has his day once in a while. So anyway, okay, guys. So that's pretty much bunch of my sales over the past couple weeks. Like I said, I am going to try and get a Poshmark video out. I've sold quite a bit of stuff over on Poshmark, and I haven't done a Poshmark sales update in quite a while. So I'm going to take and get one of those out for you guys as well. For those of you guys who sell on Poshmark or are thinking about selling on Poshmark, so quite a few hats. I saw a lot of shoes over there. I probably saw way more shoes over on Poshmark than what I do on eBay. It's just a great platform for unloading those and hats and that sort of stuff. Some bags. I know I featured a Ralph Lauren polo bag here in a haul video. Sold that almost immediately as soon as I listed it. Them things sell super quick for me. I got a couple other things. But anyway, guys, if you have any questions or comments for me, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below. I'm always happy to answer those, and I'll get back to you. But yeah, hit the like, subscribe button, all that stuff. If this is the first time you guys have caught me or run across this channel, you guys want to see whenever I put out new stuff and what have you. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it. That's my time. Thanks for watching. And as always, fins up, everybody. Bye-bye.